Oh, just skip the exposition and cut to the chase. Caravan Palace Lone Digger is today's featured animation, and if you're not in the mood for blood or cage dancing, then don't watch it. And if you don't know what cage dancing is, definitely don't watch it. This is not a video for sensitive people. Alright, here we go! And now begins my usual quest to dig up how the animation was made, or in this case, who the heck even made it. Because I'm here sifting through the director and art director Double Ninja, the production company Cumulus, the illustrator Jérémie Balais, who also is one of the animators alongside Jeff Labar. Oh my gosh, I really need to learn French. Also editing by Thomas Vernet. Somebody had mentioned to me that this animation was probably rotoscoped. In animation terms, rotoscoping means an animator takes 3D models, animates them, and then draws 2D animation on top of the 3D models. That would be a very inefficient way to make this video. I'm not saying it's not possible, it would just take a needlessly long time. Rotoscoping is something you do when you have a lot of frames, say freak of the week level smoothness number of frames. Plus, I've been learning how much of a pain in the butt 3D animation is, so why would you make a 3D animation just to put papercraft style 2D drawings on top of it? No, thank you! Given Jérémie Balais is credited as an illustrator and not some sort of 3D rigging person, what we're looking at here is probably 2D papercraft style drawings on top of 2D animation. A much more efficient way to get this style of art versus also dealing with 3D models for no reason. Due to the human shape of the characters, you could actually just shoot live action footage and draw on top of that. But if you look at Jérémie's work, I say it's just 2D. He's worked together with the other Lone Digger animator Jeff Labar before, and both of them are phenomenal 2D animators. Jeff also knows 3ds Max, and that's probably accounting for these backgrounds here. A couple of the puppetish distortions here look like After Effects, which may also be Jeff's doing because he has After Effects on his resume too. The reason the motion of the animals in Lone Digger looks so human is because the animators carefully study live footage of people to figure out how they should move. You can see in Jérémie's making of Film de Cube how he creates an animation by studying references and then making original drawings in TV Paint. Studying real life like this is key for animation. Heck, we can even play a game where we watch Lone Digger and guess what parts would have needed references to study, and whether or not that reference would have been human or animal. I mean, hey, the dancer is way more animated than anybody in the club and has very specific, smooth body movements. You would have to watch somebody dancing this way to know how to animate it. Human reference. Snakes have a very characteristic motion when they're about to strike. Animal reference. Hands. I would be making the same motion with my hands and studying it to draw it like this. Human reference. Generic motion from the donkey, no reference needed. You can do a lot without references, they just really help you make sure that your animation looks lifelike. And when I say reference, I don't mean exact video clip of the motion you need. It's more about finding a similar motion and studying how it works so you could draw it from any angle. Watching how the muscles and anatomy and timing work out for that particular movement on that particular body type. Personally, I draw a lot of animals, so I frequently find myself watching slow motion videos of animals running, jumping, walking, that sort of thing. Slow motion videos of snakes catching prey. Slow motion videos are the best. Overall, I'd say the most interesting thing about Lone Digger is the art style. It just looks like somebody went into Photoshop and hit posterize on the animation. Because of these thick pieces of color with no outlines and the drastic hardline shading. Other than that, I was surprised so many people wanted to hear about this animation since, story-wise, all it really is a bunch of dudes in varsity jackets show up to a nightclub and everybody dies in a bloody, sexy dancing massacre. Or I think that's what happens anyway. Hold on, let me just wipe the blood from my eyes. Oh my gosh! Oh, everybody's dead. Ugh, I need a shower and a paycheck. After that mess, have a soothing animation by Claw Eyes the Winged Wolf, made in Flip-a-Clip, and some traditional art by Justin M., which I still have to do an episode about eating dog food. The ultimate floofy cheeks on Lon's drawing. I brush them every day. A sketch of my profile picture by Jonathan Z, and me being regal and fuzzy by Northstar576. Here is the link to the places you can submit your art. Thank you for watching. Thank you for writing in the comments. Thank you for drawing all this amazing fan art. And thank you for patroning. 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 Ring.